Yo, yo, yo. It's your guy. 5 minutes of last review coming at you with another episode of, a day in my life. So the thing about it is that I know nobody here is actually a stranger to the controversy that has occurred between Keith Lee, the people, and Sweetly Seasoned. And also part of that has also been the promoter who's been, how would I say, someone who's actually tried to help Sweetly, and things have fallen apart. I know by now many of you guys have started formulating your own ideas of what's really happening, but I can basically sum this up to one thing, and that is mob mentality. There's a mob mentality thing that is going on here, which is very dangerous for me. Americans need to have an independent way of thinking about things and also taking into consideration certain things. That is, you have to hear all the facts before you make a decision. You have to hear every other situation before you make a serious decision when it comes to destroying or making somebody else's life. And this Kid Lee versus Sweetly Seasoned has not been has actually fallen on this track, whereby I'm simply saying there's a thing called mob mentality that's going on in America, especially among the youngsters, especially among the millennials, and it needs to stop. You know, sure, granted, what I've heard is not the appropriate way of doing things, but we shouldn't sit down there and try to destroy somebody's way of living based on the situation. We should give them an opportunity to basically get their stuff together, at least even if it's a week. Get your stuff together, and then before we crucify you. To some degree, I'm thinking there's a kangaroo court out there, especially with the people. And personally, I mean, right now, many of you guys might not resonate with what I'm saying until this nonsense comes to your own doorstep and you're fighting it off and you're like, why? It is because we have allowed this kind of nonsense to continue to entrench into our own communities, But I'll let the facts speak for its own self. Let people see what's going on. And even though I've come to my own conclusion to the matter, but I'm thinking with the way things are going, it might not really end well for Sweetly. They need customers just as much as every other person needs, and if we continue to create some kind of a bias against them, then we are not going to allow them to get a second chance to actually grow and be better. And America is all about second chances. Although the court system is not like that. The court system always try to destroy you and try to keep you down. It never tries to help you in any way, shape, or form to get on with your life and not to be part of their so-called slavery system. But we need to always give, especially small businesses, a chance, especially their owners, a chance. Many times when you have not seen such huge amount of money come to you, when you've not seen such amount of customers come at your own doorstep, you are trying your best to make sure at least you keep some of that money a little bit more so that you don't go into what we call some degree of bankruptcy in your business. You always want to have some amount of money saved up besides what you do on a day-to-day basis. That way you always have somewhere to lean on when times are lean. So with that said, I just want to just go ahead and hit this video and let's see what this lady has to do. Now, here's the situation, guys. Besides looking at my own channel, please take the time to go ahead and look at this other lady's channel. She has a lot of things going on. I try to have I try to find a channel that basically just lays down the fact video by video by video by video by video. That way I don't have to spend so much time doing it, but I think this lady has to some degree done so. So let's hit this and then let's see where we stand at the end of this, yeah? Although I've made my decision, but we'll see what happens. Alright, guys.
Finally, an apology from the back of
how we got here. Well, let me tell you. So a lot of y'all know yesterday I got to meet Keith Lee. Great. Congratulations. I'm still humbled by the experience. Like, I am ecstatic. Blessings to your family. I really appreciate you. But now this is where the downfall comes in. A lot of y'all was on my live when he said this.
I see y'all giving out haircuts.
My little brother, yeah.
He wants to leave $1,000 to the barber so he can cut
That's my little brother. He went to go pick up my baby brother from school.
We want to leave you $1,000 to here. We want to leave you $2,000.
And granted, everything.
All right, guys. Now you heard it from Kid Lee's own mouth. There is no confusion right there. $1,000 for the barber, $1,000 for the braidist, and $2,000 for the owner of the shop. Okay? Now, that is clear cut and simple. I mean, you can take this to court. It's as simple as that. Don't confuse the matter. If there was a situation whereby he could have given each individual their own money, I think he would have done that. But nobody is so stupid in today's world to carry around $4,000 on their person and give it to an owner, or to hand that kind of money to an owner. Nobody should be that stupid. Even when I worked at Wendy's and I worked at other facilities that have to have handle cash, the moment the money even reaches $500 to $1,000, that money is going straight to the bank. The manager gets in his car and drives over to the bank. It's very simple as that. You don't carry big bills at the end. And if a situation happens whereby it's nighttime and you have at least $1,500 you're going to be depositing, you have to take the police. That's often there at Wendy's or the other facilities. We always have some kind of a guard to take course to go and drop that. You're expecting this woman to hold $2,000. Okay, $2,000 in a truck. Man, he's inviting death to himself. I mean, to herself, or him carrying that kind of amount of money. That should never happen. All right. So the idea is everything's going to be paid with credit card or Venmo or whatever it is, and whenever it clears, it clears. It's as simple as that. All right, let's move on.
It was cool, right? Me being me and thinking everybody else is going to have the same genuine heart as me, I charged him $4,000 on his card, meaning all the money went to the food truck in hopes that she would do what she needed to do. Right? Wrong. So after everything had died down, mind you, on top of him tipping $4,000, this man left an extra $886 to feed everybody else that was coming.
Okay, so the $886 must have been cash in which he gave to her and said, yo, here's the situation. Feed every person that's coming through until you get to $886. And then everything you can now start charging after that. Now, that's what I heard. All right? That's what I'm feeling. That's what I understand. Okay, so we have a total of $4,886. That's what I'm hearing that was spent all together right here. $4,886. That means the owner has $2,000 free and clear in her pocket. That was hers. That's no if or but. That's for him coming over there. That's him showing love to her. The other $2,000 was supposed to go for this other lady here who's speaking, who helped promote the business, and also for her brother, who is the barber. Basically, $1,000 for him. I mean, come on. How easy is that? I mean, let's continue.
Right. But this is where she went wrong. I'm in the truck, mind you. I'm a worker. This is your business, so I'm doing what you say. She tell me after this person, which is the third person, that you got to start charging again. Now it's one thing when he say I'm leaving this for free, and for somebody to come and order like one of everything on the menu and try to get both desserts and drinks and shit. Like, yeah, you can put a limit on that. But if this man left you almost $1,000, why the fuck did you stop handing free food out after the third person? Make it make sense. So, all right, everything was cool. It was time to close down. My friend done ran to the store. He helping his mom. He coming out his pocket with his own money. And I looked at her and I was like, so Keith Lee literally just spent $5,200 with you. She was like, girl, I know. I'm so excited. Like,
So my question is, where is the $5,200 coming from? Because all I know is that he spent $4,000 and $886. So that leaves $4,886, right? Right. So where is the $300 coming from? Oh, Kid Lee must have eaten. So he must have said, charge me a little bit more. So she charged almost $300 plus for his meal. Wow. Just absolutely wow. Okay. That's how it happened. All right, cool.
I got on here, I was broke. And before y'all come for me talking about don't be releasing no personal information, it got personal when you played with my baby brother. So everything was cool, calm, and collect, right? She told me, she said, look, I just want to let you know it'll be about a day or two before you guys get your money. I work with Square. I've been running my business for the past 4 years with Square, so I know exactly how it works. But if you've been running this business for years, your money gonna clear the next day. Correct? So this morning we got up. Mind you, I'm thinking I gotta go back to help her because yesterday you ain't have nobody that wanted to work for you. You get what I'm saying? So my friend had me come and help you, and then my brother was really only out there, but you somehow trying to make it seem like my brother was giving free haircuts when he was posting flyers with his prices on them. Come on. So then I wake up today, people hit me up talking about, we want to make your menus, we want to make your flyers, da-da-da-da-da. My main thing was, I'm not the face of this company. You get what I'm saying? I'm not the face of this company, but I can put you in contact. If you go through my comment section, you will definitely see where I'm tagging her business over and over and over because people thought it was my shit. So I hit her this morning, was like, Kim, you have workers today? Also, there's a guy who's wanted to do your menu and flyers for you, so I'm sending him your number. Who is this? Sherelle. Yes, I have workers for today, and you can send me his info. Thank you. That was it. So I respond back. I will send you his Instagram, and did you see if your money cleared? You can keep the money that was left for me. Effect. And we did our part to make sure that could happen. And I can't even say to make sure. To kind of hope and pray that it would happen, and it did. You know what I'm saying? And honor it. After I already told you, you can keep my band. What's up?
So,
All right. So here's my own situation here again with this Sherelle lady putting stuff on the internet. I'm gonna say this, and I'll always say something. All right. This situation shouldn't have escalated past them talking. Okay? If the situation had gone out of hand, it would have been best to speak to the lady and take this to maybe small claims court or whatever it is, or give her some time to clear her head together. Because many of the times people don't usually listen. Or you could have found a way, maybe to I don't know whether Keith Lee actually kept his number. You found a way to reach out to Keith Lee and simply say, listen, what was the deal, yo? Or you can show her the video again and simply say, hey, this is the video we recorded. This is Keith Lee speaking about what he wanted to do with the money, right? Everybody got, to some degree, they got it on tape, right? Until two of them had cleared this issue, this nonsense shouldn't have reached the internet. People have to recognize something about the internet. The internet is a very dangerous place. You can't sit down here and come and start arguing on the internet regarding something, because whatever you put on the internet is never going away. Be careful how you interact with the internet. All right? Be careful how you interact with the internet. Because people, whatever you put up here is never going away. People always either be burnt or be made on the internet. There's no neutral area. You're either burnt or you're made on the internet. So please and please, before you start entering into a serious argument with somebody, make sure that two of you guys have already discussed this thing before you hit the people up. Because whenever you hit the people up, well, guess what? They are going to make their own decision based on the receipts you're presenting. You know? But I don't know who started this internet nonsense. But people have to be very careful about it. Whoever it is shouldn't have started it. Alright, let's move forward. This is how I responded, I guess. They will know sweetly.
when Keith Lee did arrive, it looked as if they were with me. Some of you guys is not going to be on my side because you are very big fans of hers. I hear that she's a big TikToker. I don't know much about her. All I know is I built this business from the ground up. Me and my son. And for her to even think, because she called somebody out there just to braid her hair, that she deserved $1,000 and try to make it seem like... Now, I could see if when Keith Lee said, give that barber $1,000 for free haircuts, he should have said, anybody, come on, who want their haircut for free? Come on. Then he would have deserved it. Then that would have made him with me. Because now you're helping me. You're shining on me. This man was not with me. Now, I would love to do the right thing. And I feel like I did do the right thing. Now, for her, and then I told her, on top of that, I didn't even have the money. He paid with a credit card. The money just hit the bank account today. I'm going to give my son what he deserves. And I would give her some because she did market me that morning, but that's all she did. And I don't even know who he is. The barber, that's my son's head. He wasn't with me. Keith Lee, I heard he thought that they were my kids. They're not my kids. Those were my son's friends. But this ain't even about money, y'all. This is about the principle.
My thing comes down to this. Okay.
All right. So here's the situation, lady. And from what I heard, especially from from what Keith Lee said, he gave you specific instructions, and nobody has any right to assume what he assumed. Whether they were with you or not, it is often a way to promote everybody around the area. Let everybody grow together. Now, let's just say, for instance, she was alone. Does she think that Keith Lee would have just given her $4,000? No. He would have given her the $2,000 that he had intended. But he came out there. He saw a barber close by. He saw a hair braidist close by. He was trying to basically help both black businesses to grow at the same time. Let's just say there's an event going on in the next area, right? And I want people to go ahead and help this barber, or I want people to help the braidist, or whatever it is, both businesses. I'm going to try to help them out. Like, sure, I'm a food critic, but I'm also going to try to help a black business out. If I'm going out there and I see that the proximity between the two businesses are kind of very close, right? Very little. I mean, the proximity is, they're within each other's space, right? They're out there. So the main thing about it is to get the barber known, to get the braidist known, and to get the restaurant known, right? So if people are out there and they're trying to, provide, I mean, these three entities are trying to provide services, that's a good way to promote it. Let's say somebody who's coming over there sees the barber getting cuts for free. Yo, I'm gonna join in. Then I'll hit the restaurant, eat some food, and move forward. I mean, come on, man. It's like doing multiple things at once. Hey, we got free haircuts, we got free food, and we got free braids. Come on now, what's not to love right there? So, seriously, guys, let's stop this stuff. Regardless of whether they had children or not had children, or they were with her or not with her, it's still a business, still a black business, and she should have at least, share some love over there. Now, secondly, the other woman who came out there to give her some love, the Sherelle lady who came out to give her some love and to also advertise for her business, it's very important for us to recognize the importance of someone, going out there and simply saying, hey, we're trying to get you people, right? She said, oh, she was just advertising for me. Okay. But didn't you see the way the Sherelle lady was shaking? Did you see the way her son was moving up and down? Huh? You may have not known who Keith Lee is, but did you see what kind of business he brought to you? Did you see the kind of popularity he did for you? I mean, did you see the kind of how would I say, it's just marketing spotlights? Like, he basically shines so much light on you, lady. Whatever the situation is, you need to chill and be on your best behavior during this period. And it's often best for you to do the right thing in order just to make sure that you stay on this wave as long as you can. Because one of the biggest problems that I've seen with many restaurants is that they often fail very easily. They fail very easily. And with all this publicity, this negative publicity that's going on, man, you cannot afford to mess with the internet. The internet will eat you up alive. Like, this is something that she shouldn't have done, man. But anyway, let's move forward and let's see what her son has to say.
You're my friend. I tell you that my mom is my mom is mentally challenged. You know this. You know, basically, like, I had to help my mom through college. Friend, you know.
His mom is mentally challenged. That says a lot. That says a lot. That says a lot. Okay. Feel
about it. You know, she can't, her brain can't work that fast. It can't. So when everything was going on, my mom had to later watch the videos when we calmed down to figure out exactly what happened. So now when we heard Keith Lee say the haircut, he was paying for haircuts. Now that's when I was like, okay, so we got to get, you know, sure, our brother to come out there and cut some hair. I didn't think it was going to be a problem. Because you getting $1,000 to cut some hair? Well, come on. You know, he was saying he needed the money and all of that stuff. The day before, me and him was talking or whatever, he was like, he needed the money and stuff. I'm like, okay, you need the money, come. You know, I had no doubt he was going to show up for that money. But then he was like, he couldn't make it. And I'm like, you can't make it. Okay. So I'm thinking, at that point, I'm like, okay, so he don't want the money, so
no,
we got to pay another barber?
No. Calm down. Hang on. He didn't make it back to the venue? He didn't make it back to the venue? Is that what people are? Is that what happened? He didn't make it back to the venue? Guys, I want you guys to listen to what this guy said. The barber did not make it back to the venue? Alright, let's move on.
And then he was like, but I want my money before I leave. I'm like, wait! You came to help a struggling business owner, but you found a way to build controversy around it for your page, so you get clicks, views, and money. She literally said, right hand of God. If I don't, this is the part that made me mad. They came to the food truck at closing. I was like, it was basically gonna be like some type of pew-pew session between him and my brother, because he was threatening my mom, her brother, talking about he was gonna do whatever to my mom. So I'm like, okay, my brother was there sitting in the car just waiting. Like, what you wanna do? Just the next day after he had got the haircut. So I'm like, we're not doing all this. I'm like, I don't see what's the point. Her brother's like, I need my money now. I'm like, how are we gonna give you the money now if nobody has it, bro? Like I told you, I went to the truck, I asked my mom. Nobody had the money. The payment just cleared today.
Okay. So, you see, this is the thing that I really hate doing business with some people, man. And that is very simple. The way you approach somebody sometimes is going to cause conflict. And if there's conflict, there's often a reluctance to follow the designed understanding. And I think this is where the problem kind of started. Number one, I want to know whether the barber made it back to the area and actually provided a free haircut. If the barber didn't provide the free haircut after Keith Lee left, that means the barber shouldn't be entitled to the $1,000. I am sorry to say it, but it's the truth. If he did not show up and give the $1,000 a free haircut to people who came in that day, giving them free haircuts, according to what Keith Lee said, then he's not entitled to the $1,000. The $1,000 was associated with that whole day, I think, that whole day for the haircuts. That's what I'm thinking. For that day, for the haircuts, he was supposed to get the $1,000 to give the free haircuts for that day. Now, if he was going to do it the next day, I say he's going to give the free haircuts the next day, then sure, I can understand that, then fine, no problem. He still gets the $1,000. But if he doesn't give the free haircuts, then he's not entitled to the money. But anyway, we'll move on. I don't know. I've not heard anything as to whether he gave the haircuts or not. But if he didn't give the haircuts, he's not entitled to his $1,000. All right.
Just clear today. He paid with a Square. When do Square pay the next day, y'all? When do Square pay? He paid at 5 p.m. after 5 p.m. He paid like 5:30 p.m. You don't get those payments at midnight? Like, and I didn't have the $1,000. Well, I have $1,000 in the bank, but I didn't have it to go and just give. You know what I'm saying? The bank was closed. I can't get your brother $1,000. I said I would give your brother $1,000 just off GP, just so that you wouldn't put this stuff on the internet and try to lie and get clout off of it, which you said you were going to do as my freaking have to be? Like, you're really acting like, she act like my mom was just like, oh, this all my money. I'm not paying none of y'all. Y'all not getting nothing. No, y'all not getting nothing. Never. How many times did my mom say she was sending out money? Y'all don't want to hear that part, though. Y'all don't want to go.
Man, I was in my bed.
Man, she should have left the thing out of the internet, like I said earlier on, for about 2-3 days or 4 days, just to see how the owner is going to act, and then you can blast out on the internet. Because once he goes on the internet, man, and the kangaroo court is in session, it's over, man. It's over. And you have a mob mentality out here. They can make or break you. It's just very simple as that. And this situation, if you don't think about it, not because you have a platform, means you gotta go ahead and do this. Now, secondly, I'll also put the same situation on Sweetly, right? Sweetly, you had your mom there, and you as a friend could have called this lady to the side and simply said, listen, it's $1,000 for you. It's $1,000 for you and $1,000 for the barber, right? Right. Okay. I got you on that, right? Right. We're cool on this. Regardless of what my mom says, I'm gonna make sure that she has an understanding of what is going on with this situation. It's as simple as that. You don't need to force. Even if it takes 1 to 2 days or even 3 days, I'll get you what you need in order for us to move forward. Simple and short. And the truth of the matter is that she should have, to some degree, CC'd her own friend, because it's her own friend that invited her out to that place, right? She should have CC'd her own friend on every text message that she was sending to the mother, just to make sure that she has it on record. And I can see where she's coming from by sending these text messages and making sure she has it on record, because if you don't have those kind of things on record, then the court doesn't look at it as formal writing, and it becomes he say, she say, and whatever it is. It's often good to have it on record, and I would have advised the brother or her friend to actually put it, or I would advise her to actually tell her friend to send her a text message indicating all of this, so that she has it on record and she has his word for it. And if situation gets out of hand, she can always take him to court for the situation. So let's move forward.
Bed trying to sleep, and I got woke up to a motherfucker line talking about he didn't invite me out there, saying that I wanted to come out there and I wanted to get clout ABC X, Y, and Z. But let me show y'all the proof. First things first, you found out Keith Lee was coming and you said you wanted to make them this weak-ass shirt so that you could give it to him. You don't know how to run a t-shirt business, so you asked me to do it, right? If you realize those pictures I took right there, you took those right here in my hallway where my desk is, where I have all of my information, where I have my t-shirt printing machine, all of that. You must have forgot my brother was here when you pulled up, right? You wanted him to do the haircut, but you was out here stressing over the fact that Keith Lee was on his way out here. You couldn't even think straight. But you didn't want me out here. Why are you sending me your mom's logo to see if I can chop it up on a t-shirt? Hold on real quick. Y'all see this? Do y'all see this right here? So if I was not invited, why am I making t-shirts to come? Listen to me. I've never been the person to try to push myself onto bombs in my bad. I've never been the type of person to push myself onto bums in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So after I did that, you said thank you for everything. I appreciate it. Then something about $25. I don't know what the fuck that is. Of course, I'm going to forever be here. So in the midst of the conversation, I told you that I would come and help you and I would be the cashier. If I was never supposed to be there, if I was never supposed to be in the presence, and I only wanted to see Keith Lee, why on God's green earth am I in the food truck helping? Why am I out there promoting on live the entire time? But let's take it back, because you forgot you text me. You said, if you got a basketball, bring it. It's courts right there we can play on when we need a break. What did I say to you? I don't have a ball. Then the next morning after I said that, I said, wake up. My little brother can't come. You said, damn. I said, my middle brother is here. You said they got to have experience or they gon' drown. It takes a minute to get the hang of things. You got to remember the timers and all of that. I only know a few people who have worked fast food, but you never invited me. You never wanted my brother to come out there and drop fries. You wanted my 18-year-old brother to miss school so that your motherfucking mama could have the help that she needed. I said, I don't know. I'm going to help out in all the areas I can. Hopefully, you find someone. Then I said I was on the way. He said, okay. I said, you up, dressed? We have work to do. He said, I'm ready. 10 minutes away. Okay, and I pulled up to the spot. Yeah, I ain't want to do it to you, Trey. On my kids, I did not want to do it to you. I begged you. I pleaded to you. Right here in my bedroom yesterday on my phone. I said, bro, I'm going to give your mama to 5 o'clock to make it right with my brother. It could have been me she played with. It could have been anybody else in America she played with. But when you brought that shit to my house, you brought that shit to my land, my front porch. That's where I had a problem with. You looked me dead in my face and said, if you go and make a video, this shit gonna fall back on me. If you go and make a video, this shit gonna tarnish me. If you go and make a video, everything was pointing me to the ultimatum of choose your brother or choose my platform. And by golly, with the, ooh, shit, I'm getting pissed the fuck off. I would never in a million years choose your motherfucking platform when your platform was built off of me. You do understand that, right? You do understand that, right? I done built 3 pages from the ground up organically. I've made millions of followers organically, and you stuck at 200,000 and you telling me that, come on, bro, come on. You want to do it? We about to do it. Watch this.
All right, so y'all just heard pretty much.
All right. So what I'm getting again is she gave him till 5 o'clock in order to do right by her brother, and then she'll take this stuff out, right? Like I said, cool heads always prevail, and apparently 2 of them were basically fighting over this issue, and now it becomes he say she say. So you can't really believe anybody in this situation. However, like I said, at least 2 to 3 days in order to get everything resolved, because sometimes people take their time, people are slow, and it's often nice to give them enough time to get their stuff in order, you know? Because if you sit down there and you're trying to get things all fast because you want to have a hold of the money, you want to have this, you want to have that, then guess what's going to happen? You guys are always going to fight. So you don't need all of that nonsense. What you need to do is 3 to 4 days, and then you proceed after that. Me, I usually give a week. And that's enough time with emails or with text messages back and forth to make sure that we're on point. And if we're not on point, by the end of the week, it's small claims court. I'm not going to sit down here addressing you back and forth, because guess what? When things get heated, there's a possibility that somebody is going to pull out something. And again, they're in Texas where people carry sometimes. They can do a little bit of pew-pew, like he said, and I don't want that kind of situation to get out of hand. All right? It would have been best to chill and just simply say, yo, this is how it is. This is the time limit. I'll give you an email. This is the time limit on how much I can tolerate. After that, boom, I'm going to move forward with this nonsense. Well, guess what? This is what happens. This is what happens. You don't see my own situation on the internet unless you get all these trigger-happy people that always want to send things to the internet before it's time. You can always talk about it. And always try to talk about it in private. And always make sure that you are cool-headed when you are addressing situations like this. Guys, remember, it's very important. Very, very important. Especially in this world where you have too many equalizers. That means guns, knives, and bombs. People have access to these things, people. And people need to learn how to respect themselves, especially around other people, because God only knows that even the smallest guy I have seen can take on the biggest champion just with these equipments nearby. Trust me, I have seen this thing happen, and it's not a joke. Alright? Gone are the days when people actually fought honestly or with honor. People nowadays, they fight shadily, they'll fight behind your back, they will stab you in any way, shape, or form. So be careful how you deal with people around here, and give them some time. That way you don't feel cornered and stressed. You know? When people are cornered and stressed, well, guess what? They do all kinds of stupid things. Let's move forward. Now, I'm not going to listen to what this lady has to say that is on this other channel, but I'll just go back to the next video, and then we'll go from there.
Her top, so y'all check this out.
So not only is Sweetly Seasoned still open, but Trey just posted a video saying that they have Sherelle's brother's money. However, I'm not sure if the remarks that came afterwards sounded too sincere.
Sherelle talked about it. I told her I want to give her $1,000 and mend our friendship. I don't feel like it's worth $1,000. I truly don't. But I have no clue how she's going to handle the situation. Is she going to choose the clout or the money. If it's really about our money, she wants to save our friendship because I did nothing to her. I don't deserve to lose a friend over trying to mediate a situation that happened over a misunderstanding.
Sherelle did not like those comments and feels that Trey is still trying to gaslight her. More than anything at this point, she just wants an apology.
Still try to give an ultimatum talking about will she choose clout or will she choose money? You know what I want to choose? I want to choose an apology. I want to choose for your mom to get that $1,000 in her hand and to come and apologize to me for one, downplaying the role that I played in all of this, and for two, acting as if you were the sole reason that all of this shit happened.
So now,
All right.
Guys, like I said, all this whole conversation should not be happening over the internet. I get it. These are timestamps, baby. And the court can actually use it because this is what they're talking about. It's on the internet. You can't change up the situation. But let's make it happen. Right? He's not giving you an ultimatum, in my personal opinion. You know, he's asking whether you're going to choose the money or the clout. And he's basically indicating that the $1,000 shouldn't be what ends people's friendship. Now, instead of you as the other person to understand that, yo, today you may be on the high road as a friend, right? Today you may be the better person as a friend. You may be the one on the high road. You may feel like you're riding high right now. But trust me, that high you are on can easily come down. I don't mess around with other people who are on the low. I don't do that because today I may be riding high. Tomorrow they're the ones riding high. Let's try to chill and simply say, you know what? Hey, he's trying to squash all that nonsense and he's telling you, listen, let's try and be friends. Now, although he's not saying it in that manner, but I'm hearing, okay, you know what? Let's not break our friendship over this nonsense. You know, in as much as I have the money, I'm going to give you the money, but let this 1,000 not break our friendship, right? That's what he's telling her. And instead she's talking about, oh, she needs an apology from his mother. No, you do not need an apology from his mother. You know, you don't need an apology from his mother. Because the truth of the matter is that you and him should be working on your friendship. Right? You and him should be working on your friendship. Instead of trying to add more fire to the mix, now you're going to put a woman who is never going to sit down there and apologize to you into the situation. That means you're basically saying you no longer want his friendship. Because you're riding high now. That's not the way to do things. Right? That's not the way to do things. I mean, sure, you might simply say, okay, you know what? We'll squash the beef. We'll squash this beef, and I'm gonna move forward, right? The friendship that we had is not gonna be like the friendship that we had earlier on. It's gonna be a different kind of friendship, but at least it will be there, right? Because that's how women operate. They don't squash everything. They're not Jesus Christ now, you know. They'll squash it, but they will hold something back, and they'll always try to turn that against you. So many of the times I try my best not to go back when it comes to, you know, situations like that. But you know how this relationship then works with, you know, with people of opposite gender. If it's a guy that you're talking to concerning this, like, he will squash that beef, right? You and him will squash that beef, and you guys will move forward. But when it comes to business, he's going to be more careful with you because, hey, this kind of situation, you know, is triggering for both of you. So he's not going to move in that direction like that with you anymore, right? When it comes to business, there's some freedom that you got in terms of business when it comes to a guy, you know, versus another guy. Like, there's a freedom you get, and you have to re-earn that freedom that you got with that kind of business. Like, let's say for instance, now maybe you want a couple of t-shirts. Like, she's doing t-shirts, right? Let's say you have a couple of t-shirts and you say, you know what, later on I'll give you $25, right? I can gel, I can understand. I'll just say, yo, hey, we're friends, man. Whenever you get that $25, man, lay it on me, right? Simple and short. But now, no more. It's going to be cash and carry from moving forward. But not with women. Not with women. When women get pissed off, they often just carry a whole lot of baggage and just put into the whole mix and then expect it to be solved there. It's not going to work, guys. It's not going to work. Now, both sides, from what I'm hearing now, both sides have problems. You know? But this situation shouldn't have gone all the way to this level. It should never have gone to this level. This situation should have been solved at the lower level with you guys talking about it or just sending text message back and forth and give each other some space regarding this thing. Now, when it comes to $1,000, people are not willing to be patient to allow others to give them that money because for them, it's a lot of money. You know? For them, it's a lot of money. They're surviving all of it. And again, she has kids. And because she has kids, you know, and her old baby brother also might have, you know, all kinds of situations that's going on with him, then, you know, somebody who's 18 years old or so, you know, he might not have a lot of patience because at that time you're a little bit more aggressive, your mind is all you know, and you know, with him talking to her, he's escalating all the whole situation and she's getting all this emotional stuff and he's going back to this other guy, and this other guy himself too sounds a little bit too on the emotional side too, you know, whereby he's not chilling, he's just like back too, you know. So both sides are fighting, you know, of his mother not doing right in the first place. So let's carry on, let's continue to hear the situation and see where things lead. So let's move forward. Right, okay.
Oh my God. What food am I pulling up to? God bless you. Good food! Good food! Don't be good. Oh shit! Oh shit! It's the menu right there! We can't even stand still! We all falling down easily! Pull out! 977 North Forest Lane, come on!
Oh. Okay, I'm so sorry. I did not expect you to come in here. Oh, Favor fell. Woo! Wait. I'm sorry. Man, look. Oh, snap.
All right.
Guys, come on. Look at them before all this money came in. They look like the best of friends. For crying out loud, tell me that is not worth preserving. Like, seriously. They look like the best of friends, man. Like, I think they're just together. For crying out loud, this is what 5,200 did to a group of people who should have been family, man. Just a couple of money that comes in, and this just divided this group of people for $5,000. Like, it's really sad. It's really sad. For $5,000, I mean, this is, if this was like $500,000. Okay, yeah, I can understand. And even then, I'll think twice. But then, yeah, I mean, you don't come into 100,000 easily, right? Some people can work the rest of their life and they may not even make up to 100,000. And 100,000 said, yo, on your plate, like, yo, you gotta fight for it, man. But Jesus Christ, man, for $1,000, come on now. You guys looked so great, huh? You guys look so great, united, and all happened, all broke down just because Kid Lee gave you guys $5,200. Come on. This is just a shame. And in my personal opinion, oh man, this is just not right. Alright, let's move forward.
I am reaching out to you guys today because my son, he already called or texted, however, he got in touch with Sherelle and asked her if she can come pick up the money. From what I hear, she is refusing to get it. So now I am asking, and I'm asking my followers to please tag her and tell her Sweetly Season is asking her to please come pick up their money. Okay? I am here on Forest Lane in Ardelia Road. Please. And also, if you guys want to come out and support, please, I am here. I'm not going anywhere. All right. Thank you.
Good luck.
I can understand her own situation. I really do. And I can understand where she's coming from. But seriously, guys, I think it's time for us to put it behind us and move forward. This whole situation has really tarnished the business. And in my personal opinion, it's impeding the progress of this business. It shouldn't be something that should hold them up, in my personal opinion. I think they can move forward from there. So let's see what Kid Lee got to say about all of this. Let's go.
Expecting forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out what Keith Lee has to say.
To be honest, there's not much to talk about, but there are a few conflated and confused things that's going around about the situation. So let's talk about them. 3 days ago, me and my family went to Sweetly Season food truck. Number one, nobody had any idea we was coming. They found out we was in Dallas like everybody else found out we was in Dallas because we was posting videos in Dallas. So in hopes of us coming, they had t-shirts made and they was on live all day. So me and my family wasn't in cahoots with none of this. We was all under the impression that they were a team and this was a normal routine for them. The barber being...
You see? Even I thought they were a team. Even I thought they were a team. They could do it all together. For crying out loud, man. Please, try and preserve things like this, man. The unity is very important. And the unity actually helps to draw people into that kind of situation. Guys, please. It's very, very important, guys. Very important.
In there, the braider being there, family being there, a lot of people being there. This is our first time here. We are customers. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Number two, I was never under the impression that haircuts was free. Again, my family was watching the lives. We knew that he was cutting hair for $40. So when we walked up and I said I want to get his $1,000 to the barber to do free haircuts and $1,000 to the braider to braid hair, it was because in the original video, the son said it was slow due to marketing. That's marketing. God willingly, after we post the video, there will be a line out the door. If there's a line out the door and there's a barber and a braider doing hair while people are waiting, that's marketing. So again, it's...
Boom! 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 You see, like I said, he must have looked at the venue. People are getting haircuts. People are getting their heads braided. So while they're waiting, they're hitting the food truck also, getting food. Man, come on, man. Come on. This is solid thinking out there, man. I'm sorry. All right, moving forward.
The hood. You play some music, you cutting hair, you braiding hair, y'all all sitting out, y'all having fun. It's a parking lot barbecue. So again, we don't know the behind the scenes if they knew each other.
Parking lot barbecue. I mean, just check it out. And one thing with African American people is that they love free stuff. You put them that free stuff, they get to know who's who, they get to know the names, they get to know, how these people perform, and then you get customers for life. Simple.
If they did know each other. And the reason why I didn't pay everybody individually, the interaction that you see looked longer than what it was. It was really only like a 5-minute interaction. Within that 5 minutes, 30 to 40 people pulled up. They was pulling up in droves. That parking lot was getting deep, fast. And for me and my family safety in general, I don't never carry cash around. And 9 times out of 10, if we tip, we always do it through the POS system.
Boom. Like I said, this guy is smart. This guy is a fighter. He understands how people operate. He understands to never carry cash on you. Come on. Come on, it's like any other sensible thinking young man. Any other sensible thinking young man. And then you have your family there, and then you have the internet, which is dangerous. Anybody that wants to get him and his family can easily get him at that location. He needs to hit that place fast and get running. Simple and short, because people want a piece of him. You know, people want a piece of him. People want to get pictures with him. So he needs to hit that place fast and get on the wagon real fast and keep it moving. You know? That's what he needs to do. Because if he stayed there and if people see Keith Lee there, oh man, he's in trouble. He's going to be signing things. He's going to be taking pictures. He is going to be in trouble. You don't want to get held up by these people. You do not want to do that. You want to hit it fast and hit it right and then leave that place real quick. That's why it's often good to, like from what I'm hearing from him, is that he normally orders the food and the food comes to him maybe in his car or at home, and then he eats the food and then he checks them out and then give them a review. That's the best way to do it, especially when you become a celebrity. Before you become a celebrity, yeah, it's okay for you to walk in there and get the food and eat there and give reviews and so on and so forth. But once you become a celebrity, oh man, you better understand that the internet is very dangerous. It makes and it breaks you, and it will often be your maker and your death. You have to remember that. Once you become a celebrity, you are going to be in trouble. Okay? Do not let them catch you out there. Because when the people catch you out there, it's a mob. Alright? They'll love on you and so on and so forth, but one little thing, boom, and it's off. And he doesn't carry any security guards. Which they're gonna lay on him real hard. Did you not see how that Sherelle lady was shaking? You know? Like she had seen somebody that, you know, she kind of idolizes or whatever it is, like someone that she considers a celebrity. Didn't you see the way she was shaking? Then think about how other people are also shaking, with meeting Keith Lee and other celebrities. I mean, it's a dangerous situation, you know? So yeah, I mean, he did the right thing. Hit fast, eat fast, make your yourself known, make your situation known, make your position known, and get out of there real quick if you've got a family. And I know he has a family.
And even if we wanted to do it a different way, Zelle and Apple Pay wasn't an option because it was 4 or 5 people at the same time on live. So for safety reasons, they wouldn't be able to say their phone numbers or their personal information out loud. And as far as them taking my phone and putting their number in on Zelle themselves, I wouldn't hand my personal phone to nobody. So the POS system was an option that made the most sense. I've learned through this journey that sometimes it's deeper than the food, it's deeper than the marketing, it's deeper than the customer service. And this is one of those cases in my opinion.
Okay, so now I understand why Sherelle could not get his phone number and help solve all these problems. It's going to be difficult. Yeah, it's going to definitely be difficult. Maybe that's why she went to the kangaroo court. All right, moving forward.
Sweetie season got a lot to figure out, and I thank God in advance that they do figure it out. The last thing I'm going to touch on is the son is misconstruing something that I said, and I don't appreciate it. After I said out loud in detail what we deemed the money to be used towards, I also said y'all can divvy it out how y'all feel necessary, meaning after the money hits, because it's a POS system, it don't hit the same day. Y'all can send it out through Apple Pay, through Zelle, through Cash App, through check, through cash, however y'all feel necessary to spread it amongst the team. I thought and I still think that that's a very clear statement, but it's being misconstrued, in my opinion, intentionally misconstrued, that I said and the mom and the son can say who get the money and who don't get the money.
So Keith Lee did tell her to distribute the money how she felt necessary.
I never said that. Regardless of what was going on behind the scenes, I felt on my heart to do what we did. So for the mom to go on the back end and disregard where my heart was at and what I felt like God was telling me to do in that moment and distribute the money how she felt necessary is 100% wrong in my opinion. I see the memes and I see the jokes, but I am not in the business of shutting businesses down. Her actions did not sit right with y'all and her customer base. That resulted in the situation that she in today. We just ate the food and left a tip. Pray in advance that everybody in this situation stays safe. That's my biggest concern. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. To be honest, there's not much to talk about, but there are a few conflated and confused things that's going around about the situation.
Wait a minute. I did a stitch because I do not want to be paid for this. What did I tell you? I interacted with that man. The conversation was longer than what y'all seen, but I know what he said to me. Keith Lee, I want to say thank you. I'm officially off this conversation. I'm not deleting any videos. I'm not taking back anything that I said. This friendship is officially over. Sweetly Seasoned, I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that your fan base grows, but just at your own pace, off your own bat. Appreciate you, Keith Lee. I enjoyed your family. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
All right, so y'all just heard how.
So you see what I said? Like I said, the woman never wanted anything again to do with him. That's why she used the other ultimatum, just to make it difficult for the other guy to be her friend again. So she basically was writing him off. Like I said, she was just looking for her reasons to continue the procrastination. You know, so I said it earlier on. She's not looking to continue that friendship. I said it earlier on, right? The guy is trying to, you know, when it comes to male to male, like, we can squash it and we move on, we'll be friends, but you're not going to get certain privileges when it comes to my business. But when it comes to women, they're not usually like that. They just squash, they destroy bridges real quickly, you know. So I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just simply saying that's the nature in which I have seen relationships when it comes to women. You know, they destroy bridges real quick. So many of the times when she said that other thing that she said about, oh, she needs an apology, knowing quite well that his mother is not going to come in and apologize to her, I just knew that she was just trying to just destroy that bridge, and he didn't understand it. I'm guessing so. She just said, hey, that's that. So it's as simple as that. You know, as simple as that. And even if the woman wanted to keep the bridge, she would make him continue to pay for it for a very long time. You know, so it's better for him to just destroy it and just keep it moving. The whole relationship has just squashed over 5,200, and that's it.
All of that went down, and
I'm sorry, my dear. I know I'm using your channel to actually look at this thing, but you know, that's about it. All right, guys. It looks like that's all the video clips that she has on her own channel. I want you guys to go ahead. If you guys are supporting my channel, go ahead, just watch our own channel. I left her this thing in the description, so you guys can actually hear what she's actually saying. But like I said earlier on, this situation shouldn't have gotten this far, especially with Keith Lee coming out. And he basically said great things about the food, which is the most important thing. If the food was good, then the food was good. And definitely she deserves an opportunity here, guys. You know? But not because of this situation concerning 5,200 means that we're going to sit down here and squash another growing business. We shouldn't be doing that, man. We should expect them to do right, and then we can move forward from there. You know, that's the main thing we should be expecting them to do right. And if she's done right, then she's done right. She should be forgiven and she should be moved forward. You know, continue to support the family. You know, because, hey, it's their own way of living. You know, it's their own form of living. So it's best that we continue as people of the internet to continue to help them regardless of what has happened. We squash the beef. This beef hasn't squashed. She's done right by giving each person the money that they're supposed to have, if that's what she's done. And then that's it. It's done. You know, people make mistakes, and it shouldn't be the end of them. We should always give them an opportunity to grow. So that's gonna be it for me, from me to, you know, the people versus the Sweetly Seasoned food truck. That's just gonna be my own opinion on the situation. This situation shouldn't have gotten this far, over 5,200. When I saw them coming together in that manner, I thought they were together. In fact, I felt that they looked great as a team. And they should have kept that impression regardless of what happened, rather than going to the internet in order to solve their squabbles. It shouldn't have gone that far. You know, they should have gone ahead, look at the videos. I know everybody was recording, there was live and so on and so forth. They should have taken the time to rewind all that video and then have a competent understanding regarding all of that. You know, and personally, I would have said her son should have been on the forefront of this, knowing quite well that he went over there to get support from them. Getting support is not easy. But at the same time, you always have to remember that the hand that helps you, especially when you know you're in a tough spot, should always be a hand you should reserve. Sometimes you might have to tolerate their bad behavior no matter what the situation, but you already know it's a hand that always will be there whenever you're trying to do something great. It's not as if they're taking away from you, but they can always provide that kind of support when that support is needed. So with that said, it's kind of unfortunate that Sweetly Seasoned lost a friend that could have been a friend, but then the friend who didn't want to continue the relationship basically just made it clear to them. So I'm sorry, my guy, but that's the way the cookie crumbles on this situation. I hope that moving forward, you're not going to you're going to know how to deal with people who are coming from the outside to come into your business, because sometimes these kind of relationships are the ones that make or break you, and in this situation it has broken them, so with that said, this is your host, 5 minutes or less review, who've given you about 1 hour review on the situation. But so with that said, guys, I'm going to have to be signing out. I'll see you guys on the next episode of 5 minutes or less reviews. Until then, I'll see you on the other side.